Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spirit Talk. I am joined by our astounding, beautiful host, Miss Madam Rissa.
Hello, fans.
Hello, hello, hello. So, I guess we can give people a couple more minutes to come in.
No, they should be on time, damn it.
I know, right? Everybody needs to be on time.
Those booger heads.
Yeah. So, I was, I don't know if you wind up seeing it. I did that little like update live stream I think a couple of days ago. Was it a couple of days ago or yesterday? I can't remember. And so I had kind of given like a hint to the place we're going to be investigating in October,
Yes, yes.
but I haven't actually given, like the actual name. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Woo.
I wish we could do
Yay.
that one as a live stream, but the problem is we're gonna have to do too in depth of a investigation for that.
Right.
And isn't the service over there like horrible?
Uh, Not necessarily,
Hmm.
but we shall see. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I think we should keep people.
In the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying I gave a little hint, and unless people are from our area, like they're not gonna know what we're talking about.
Right.
The other place
The
too is
police.
is Clinton Tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for the all clear. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to contact the people at the Board of Selectmen and
Mm-hmm.
try to see if I can get an update. I would like to get
As
a seat
far as
there
that
soon.
goes, there's no way we're going to be able to like live stream that because of the nature of the location.
Yeah, no. And then on top of that, because of where we're at, it's a dead zone.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Excuse me.
so
Sorry.
we have, oh no, that's fine. We have at least, and I explained this on that update live stream I did a couple of days ago, that we have at least, what, 3 or 4 confirmed places for the month of October. So things are starting to pick up, and they're picking up a lot faster than we anticipated.
Indeed.
Yeah, because it was going so slow there for a while. Like we were having such an issue getting people to agree to things. And
Well, it's
we
good.
got,
We're gaining momentum now.
oh yeah. And like what is so weird is how much pushback we got in the beginning, and now all of a
Mhm.
sudden we're starting to get like yes answers. So it's weird.
It is weird, but that's okay because,
We need it. We need it.
yeah.
Because we've been trying to put out episodes of ADFP for God at least 6 months. We were actually supposed to already be done with season 1, but because of that, whole issue with getting permission, and then we had, some instances where we weren't able to get a hold of the people at all. So we haven't really been able to put anything out except for Spirit Talk, which is all good and everything. Spirit Talk is fun, but I want to give our viewers a little more than just a talk show.
For sure.
So yeah. So like we do have at least 4 confirmed, well, at least 2 confirmed places. One is public property, so I don't think we're gonna have a problem getting onto it. And we have to finish up the second part of that investigation at our client's house.
Right.
So that is pretty much like we're almost booked for the month of October, which is nice.
We'll
So
have to get whatever we want to get in before Avalon and I leave in October.
yeah, we're gonna be busy. I want to say the first couple of weeks of October. I'm hoping to be able to take some time down, like to wind down, just
Yeah.
because of how busy we are going to be in the month of October. So I'm hoping that, we can do some of our investigations, like at the client's house and a couple of the other places, the first, week or two in October, and then we can take like a couple of weeks off after that, and then release the really big surprise one
Right.
on Halloween. So while
Yeah.
you and Avalon are away, um, starting the day after, I'm going to be working tirelessly to make sure that I get that specific episode out and edited by Halloween.
We would be here to help, but like I said, my mom gave us an awesome gift.
Oh no, 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 yeah, please. By all means, we've all been working pretty hard lately. Miss Madam Rissa has and I have to say this because she deserves the recognition. Um,
Oh, honey.
she's stepped up majorly to help me, and she has since been given the title um, production assistant. And so she is the one in the background that helps contact, these places that we're going to be going to. Um, and she does kind of like the, what is it, the like mile editing and ideas, and does a lot of things that helps me out majorly.
I wear different hats.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely do. So, Miss Madam Rissa, if it wasn't for her, I don't think we would be as far along as we are.
I'm good with people.
So,
I'm a people person. Like I can do like phone professional, so
yeah, and the good thing
it
too
helps.
is like your skill set and my skill set balance each other, and that's awesome because we get
Oh yeah,
that,
we mesh well.
yeah, and like I'm able to do like all of the research and things like that on the places that we find. Um, you do a lot of
See,
the contacting.
I hate research.
Yes, I
Not
like
gonna
it
lie.
only because it's just, to me it's cool, like seeing the history of these places.
Not gonna lie, I hate research. So it's
Yeah,
so I'm cool talking to the people, you know what I mean, and getting that kind of information all set so that we can get into places.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's it's.
It's a process. We can't just like go into places. Like we have to talk to people and deal with people. It's
Yep, we
just
do.
it's kind of a pain in the butt.
It
we
really
can't
is,
just
and
we can't just pop in places because I feel like we would probably if we had less, red tape to get through, we would probably have more for our viewers, but we
yeah,
want to do things correctly so that we don't get ourselves in trouble and that we look legit.
yeah, and not to mention, like us as a professional team and professional YouTubers, we
For
need.
sure.
I feel it is our job and duty to not only produce this stuff and to produce good content for our followers, but to also show other YouTubers that there is a right and wrong way to do things, and making sure that you get things done legally and appropriately. That's what's going to make your investigations and your team that much more professional, and you will be able to put out much better content.
Right.
So there's yeah, so there's that, and it's awesome. I'm saying we've come in contact with a few interesting people. The lady at one of the locations that we're going to, she's trying to push our stuff through the, what is it, the board of selectmen.
Yes.
So there's a whole meeting that's going to be going on about that, and that's gonna be a doozy. Um, waiting to hear back from that. I don't know if we need to go to the meeting. I'm gonna give her a call tomorrow, and I'll find out if we have to be there.
Where is it?
Well, It's down in Hanson, so I'm hoping that we don't have to be down there, but if we do, we're probably gonna go down there the day before.
Yeah, and town meetings are like super early, so like
Yeah,
what crack of dawn we would probably have to be there
yeah,
or leave like so super early,
yeah.
which would
And
be
like my mom's house is a little over an hour away from here. Hanson is that much further. Hanson is down by Plymouth.
jeez.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, no, we were kind of hoping that we'd have more people in today to do a Q&A. So I think we've been running for about 16, almost 17 minutes. So, um, I guess in the meantime, while we wait for more people to come, we can talk about whatever. I know that we have Jan in the room. Hi, Jan. I hope you can hear us okay.
Hi.
No, we got a bunch of people now. Awesome. Welcome everyone who is just joining us. We're just getting started.
Yep.
So, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them. The whole point of this particular episode is we want to do a Q&A so that, our fans and people that like the paranormal can ask whatever questions you guys have. Whether it be like I had a question brought to my attention a couple of weeks ago, which is actually why I wanted to do a Q&A, and it was
Mhm.
about doing how we pick our locations. And so I'm like, oh well, that's a pretty interesting question to ask.
Right.
So should we tell them how we actually pick them?
Um, sure. We can
All right,
say we have like word of mouth.
we have word of mouth, but
Uh,
a lot of our stuff is by pure chance. We I do a lot of research on different places, different abandoned places and things like that. And so what winds up happening is, because when we go into our investigations, we don't actually know any of the paranormal stuff about the locations, and that allows us to be unbiased and allows us to have a appropriate, and a genuine reaction to the things that we're, recording or seeing or hearing. And so a lot of the places we don't even know if they're haunted, and all we do is I find different abandoned places that may be haunted, but we don't actually look that stuff up until after we shoot the episode.
well, the big one we're doing in October, while we've heard rumors and read some history,
That one
we
is a
don't
little
have any
different.
like, yeah, that one's a little different, but that one is like literally just local rumors that I've heard.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't say anything for certain,
And it
but
was the same, like I've heard some things myself,
yeah.
um, but I don't know a whole lot of the paranormal stuff. I do know some. The reason, though, that we are doing this particular house is because it's from our area, and where we
Yeah.
got our bases and our start was in this area. And so we wanted to, kind of connect, the area that we live in to, I guess, even though Rutland was technically considered our first episode of ADFP, um,
Right.
I still kind of consider that this one is going to be the real big investigation.
It's gonna be the one that's probably gonna, you know,
Yeah,
knock our
yeah,
socks off because like I have heard a lot about it as far as like word of mouth and you know
yeah. Oh, and it's the same with me.
rumors.
Like it's crazy on the amount of stuff that, like, the lore, could you call it lore?
History
Yeah,
because of
that
the
that
history. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of activity.
yeah, I do too. I do too. I think that that is going to be our big one.
Yep.
So it should definitely be a lot of fun. We do have, so we have we had to have a team of 5 in order to get into this location. And there
Did
is
that
going to
other
be,
guy say yes?
yes, he said yes. So we have someone coming that um doesn't mind the paranormal as much, but he doesn't want to do like a lot of paranormal stuff, so he's going to be behind a camera more. um but it's actually going to be helpful for us because that means that that's one less camera that we have to worry about.
Yeah, we'll have hands for other
Yeah,
things.
yeah, so that's important. We need hands. We need a lot of
We do,
hands.
yeah.
So I have to get us another GoPro, so we're gonna have, I think, 5 cameras going.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
definitely a good thing. You don't want to miss stuff.
Yeah, so we're gonna have so how we investigate, this is another question that I got. Um how we investigate is we set up cameras, and as we're just getting started, like we right now I think we have 4 cameras in total. And so
Mhm.
what we try to do is we try to have one camera for one of us to hold as we walk through and do our run through an investigation.
Right.
And then we usually have 1 or 2 cameras set up in an empty room that we're going to be leaving from, that way, just in case, because like sometimes like we could be upstairs, and all of a sudden, something's going on downstairs. Well, we can't obviously hear everything, see everything. So hopefully our cameras pick it up.
Right. Some of the stuff we get with cameras and some of the stuff we witness and
Like that I know that we've talked about Rutland so much, but I cannot even begin to tell you with that stupid tree incident. I still have nightmares about
the what incident?
the tree incident when that thing jumped out
Oh
of the tree
God.
and scared the crap out of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like
The drive
last
drug
week,
yeah. Yep.
yep. So like last week, we Madam Marissa wasn't able to join, but one of our other investigators joined in with us, and we were kind of going over some of our scarier moments that we've had experienced in the paranormal. And I actually took a lot from Rutland, and it's because Rutland takes the cake for a lot of things.
It
Um,
does so many different things lined up about that. It's just like it's not a place to be. Like
No, no, not at all. And I will never go back to Rutland. I will never, ever, ever go back to Rutland after what transpired there. And if you guys would like, we have our videos up for Rutland on YouTube right now. Um, let me
we do indeed.
let me get this out to people.
It
So
was a
yeah,
heck of
so
an experience. It was
it
a
was
hell
a
of an
heck of an experience.
experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I will post the the link to the that specific video. And so Rutland, if anyone hasn't seen it yet, it it's well, I'll leave it there. you, you need to see it. And a lot of stuff like it you can't really see a whole lot because we weren't able to get out of the car. We had coyotes the last time we tried to investigate that we heard in the distance. And then as we had just gotten ready, and we were about to walk into one of the abandoned places, we started
Yep.
hearing rustling in the woods next to us, and then we heard some howling. So we're like, "Yep, we're in the car." But it's still a very interesting watch.
You were all coming here with me, and I'm like,
No.
I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Do you remember too? Like, I think it was a little bit before we left where I turned to you and I said, Rissa, do you wanna take a walk into the root cellar with me? And you're like, yeah, nope.
No.
And then Mike pipes in and he goes, yeah, me either. Oh God, that place was just it was a living hell. Let me tell you. And the weird thing too is I was given information that I still have not done the research on, and I am sorry for that. I should have done that by now. That there were 2 bodies found in Rutland.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it's an out of the way place, and you know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's an out of the way place. There are different little nooks and hideys that, not that I'm a serial killer or anything, but this might sound, but there are hidey holes and pockets and just so many different out of the way places to hide things and
You're not even
bodies.
joking.
Yeah.
You're not even joking. Like, if anybody is in the New England area and
Will you help me hide a body?
yeah, I know, right? That
Can
is
mommy
exactly
take
how that place is too.
Yep.
But yeah, I would never recommend going there at night. So, but if you're in the New England area and you look up Rutland Prison Camp, or even if you're not, look it up. It's
Yeah.
it's a creepy place.
Come play
Creepy
with
place.
us, viewers, forever and ever and
No
ever.
kidding. No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I still to this day cannot believe how bad it was, like, and trying to get a full-on investigation done, and it just never seemed to want it to work with us.
Not ever.
No. So, yeah, so that's that. But, yeah, so, I have been meaning to talk about, a house that maybe one day in the future we can actually go and investigate. But as it stands now, it's too far of a drive. The Winchester house.
Where is that? I don't remember.
Oh my God. I know it's on the West Coast.
That would be, way too long of a drive.
Yeah, and as we know, I don't. It's in California. I don't. Nemo doesn't fly.
How come?
I don't like planes. Being in a claustrophobic cigar tube at 32,000 feet is not something that is kosher with my brain.
Chicken bum.
Yeah. I'll meet you there. How's that?
Uh-huh. Oh, come on. We'll get you on the plane. We'll sedate you a little bit. You'll be fine.
No. No. Forget that. That is a whole bunch of nope. Oh my goodness.
You're breaking my balls.
Of course, that's my job, isn't it?
Get places. You're just gonna drive everywhere. That's gonna take forever.
Yeah, and I had a friend say to me one time, like, how you want to visit overseas, how are you gonna do that? And I'm like, I'll figure it out. But yeah. So, but oh yeah, so let's get back to how we investigate. Because that was one of those like really I never really thought about it kind of question.
We go into a place, we rustle up some spirits. Um, we do voice recordings. We
Yeah,
measure the EVPs
yeah,
so that we can get a baseline, scientifically.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and then,
yeah. And then we have we actually like we've been getting more and more equipment. I've been grabbing stuff as I see it, and I bought this really cool thing. It's a thermometer, and what you can do is it uses a laser to measure the temperature, and so it's really good to be able to do like spot spot temperature readings. And so
mhm.
I got him, and I have since named him Frederick. And I started naming all of our paranormal equipment, by the way.
You're a
But
strange child.
I know, it's fun. But well, like
Why
think
are
of it,
we
okay? The GoPro. What would you call the GoPro?
camera one?
Glitchy.
Ah! Facts. Oh,
because it's always glitching. Oh god, that camera it's got a personality of its own, a weird one. But yeah, so we the way that we investigate is we assess the area that we're going to be investigating first. That is kind of
yeah,
priority number one, because we need to know the layout of the place that we're in. If it's a house, we need to know where we can and cannot go.
right.
Because the last thing we need is to go into some, abandoned home or factory or something like that, and one of us decides to, break through the floor and plummet, 30 feet to the ground. So,
It could be fun.
it
We'll
could.
start. We'll start wearing bungee cords. New equipment for the list.
New equipment for the list. I will add that to the list. You know what we need?
Decoys.
We need more pepper spray. Do you remember that guy at Clinton Tunnel?
Yes.
And throwing rocks at us, and I'm like, I'm armed.
It's like, really?
Yeah, I remember you two saying that too. You're both like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I got freaking mace on me. And so I always carry stuff like that because I gotta protect my team. And so I squirt people in the face with mace. But yeah, so we scope out the areas, and then what we do from there is we come up with what I like to call a battle plan. And we
That's
basically, yeah, and we basically go in and figure out, where we're going to start the first investigation, where we're going to set up cameras, where we're going to use certain equipment. We are going to be getting some REM pods that will be set up
already.
in, you know what a REM pod is? No?
Think so.
You think so?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Oh, you don't think so? So a REM pod, what it does is, if it's kind of like a overglorified EMF detector.
Oh, okay.
It can measure, except there's no like readout or anything like that. So when a spirit or entity or what have you goes near it, it can
Okay.
either make an audible sound, It could light up. They have ones that are for, they're just general REM pods, and then they have ones that are made into like children's toys, like teddy bears, or different kinds of toys and things like that. And so I'm going to be getting us two. One is going to be just a regular REM pod, and the other one is going to be for a child. Because I know as a fact that some of the locations we're going to be going to, that they're going to, potentially be child spirits. So, but yeah, so we'll be setting things up in different rooms, and, we'll leave the camera in one room while we're in another, so that, as we're investigating other parts of the house, that camera can still be recording in a room where we felt that we were going to get more activity. And then we also have a voice recorder that is actually voice activated, which is really cool. So it only starts recording. Awesome. Yeah, and it only starts recording when it hears something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we have the EMF detector. We have a spirit box. We don't use the spirit box as much as we do the spirit talker.
The spirit box doesn't get very many responses, and I think that's because the white noise it's a little loud. It's kind of like an intrusion into the quiet. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like I could turn down the volume of it, but there are times that the thing is just absolutely obnoxious.
It really is. Like, I feel like, I feel like we get more approach from spirit when we're not using it.
Yeah. You know what we should do though is we should try to turn down the volume and stick it in like the center of a room and just see what it does. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be really cool, actually. Just like kind of let it do its thing. But yeah, so like we kind of investigate room by room. There is an investigation that we have coming up that is going to be in a forest, and that forest is going to be different than how we would do a house. So we won't really leave cameras unattended, obviously, so that nobody just walks by and steals them. But we do similar stuff, like we'll set up cameras probably in different locations close to where we are so that we can have our eyes on them. But they'll be pointing either at us or in another direction. And
please tell me we're doing like the being in the woods when it's a bit cooler, so that we're not bug snack.
Yes.
Thank the gods.
Yep. No, I am not going back in those woods at with the mosquitoes out. Like, we were getting eaten alive by mosquitoes that day. We had tried to do a live investigation. What was it, about a month ago, right? Yeah, and so we tried to do a live investigation at a forest here that has a pretty weird history, and there's no like real explanation for the claims that have been made about this particular property. And so we're not sure what to believe and what not to believe in the.
We could go back.
Yeah.
I don't think we were prepared enough that first time. That was a little
well, like, remember,
the moment
we hadn't had any issues up until that point with mosquitoes. We hadn't had any problems with that. And so I don't know if it was just because that place has like a not marsh, but like a swamp, which is why the mosquitoes were probably a little more heavier there than they were in other places that we've been. But yeah, no, I'm good. We can wait until those little nasty things are dead.
Yes.
But yeah, so like this
nasty.
Oh my god, I hate them. I hate mosquitoes with a yeah. And like that, it reminds me too of Rutland. Rutland was very similar to that, where, but it wasn't mosquitoes. It was like, what was it, like horse flies?
There were these, yeah, there were these, I don't even think they were bitey flies, but they were just like in our faces, like constantly.
Yeah,
Like,
even with the
could
flashlights
not
off.
get 2 seconds. Yep, even with the flashlights off, they were just there. And it
Yeah,
was just, it was very, it wasn't like a normal swarming or anything like that. It was just like, there was no reason for it, really.
yeah, no, there was no rhyme or reason for it at all. And it's like, you know, like I could understand it when our flashlights and our camera lights were still on. But that particular time, they weren't. Everything was shut off. We were in complete darkness. And so we had
Yep.
moved into another area to try to get away from it. And everything was hunky-dory. Everything was fine. We're sitting there kind of just like, you know, talking back and forth with each other, trying to figure out like what the next direction we were going to go in. And it was like these swarms of flies just came out of nowhere and just continuously attacked us. Um,
Yep.
and it
Hit the
was weird.
car and stuff too.
Yeah, yeah. But and so the forest, though, getting back to the forest, the reason that we're looking at doing the forest is because of the history of it, and it's a very weird history.
They call it the
Um,
Blood Forest, and
yeah,
this guy supposedly killed himself there. I think
along
after
with
killing his wife or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's yeah, that's
We got quite a bit of activity though. For what little bit we were.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, it was and it's like when we were walking through there that day, at first I didn't get anything. I didn't feel anything. I didn't get any real impressions that nothing was there. Um and you know, I really was thinking that, you know what, no, this place is, you know, is it even worth doing an investigation here? Because when you can't really like the air felt thick and heavy, but I think that had to do more with the temperature and the humidity than it did anything else.
Probably.
So I definitely want to get back there though, because it's like, you know, wanting to get in to try to see if there is any truth to any of it, and I have a feeling that's probably not. But what we'll wind up doing is I think we're gonna go do a quick investigation, because luckily the forest isn't huge, and we'll do that
Oh,
and then get it out.
yeah, it's not even very big. It wasn't too long a walk, but it
Yeah,
definitely would have been better. Minus the heat and the bugs.
minus the heat and the bugs, definitely. And we're coming into those months too, where we should be able to get into those places without any real issues. Especially with bugs,
Right.
like it's been getting colder at night, so it's not
Yeah.
yeah, so maybe we'll do that investigation soon. Get it out there.
Could be just something to look into.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I don't even care if we tell the people you know what it is or where it is. But you know, if we try not to tell people for a few reasons. One, we don't want people showing up while we're trying to do an investigation. The other
Right.
half of that is, you know, yes, it's public land, but people have to remember that, you know, not every place is going to be in the middle of nowhere with no one else around. This particular forest has, what do you call it? It has,
Right.
yeah, it has houses and stuff around it. And so,
Walking
it's not,
trails.
yeah, yeah. Hang on
Yep.
1 second, guys. I gotta, my camera froze. I gotta shut it off and then turn it back on. 1 minute. Sorry about that, people. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure that this stuff has come back up. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I hope we still have
Click
everyone.
here to reload the player.
There we go. Everyone is here still. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My camera froze. We've been having little issues like that off and on, and I don't know why, because we hadn't had this issue when we first started with the camera just shutting off randomly for no reason.
It's the energy.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so
the fall.
yeah,
the fall,
so what with the fall, yeah, we yeah. And so we're going to definitely be able to do a lot more of those wooded areas that we have been looking into. But we want to try to get them done quicker because as we know in New England, we go from fall into Arctic temperature within the course of 5 minutes. So we got to make sure that that we, you know, get those things down before the bad weather hits.
We had summer rear its ugly head yesterday.
Oh God, not even
with
joking.
82 days.
Yeah, not even joking. But yeah, no, like I love that forest. You know, it's, and I've walked there too. I've walked, you know, Ellie's been there a couple of times, and we've gone for like little hikes and stuff there, and it's fun. You know, it's fun doing just like a little hike and things, but it's still one of those I've never felt anything there, but it's still like with the history of it, it still intrigues me enough to want to have us do an investigation.
Right, to bother to go back. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you know, we'll get together and we'll probably we'll make an announcement within the next like week or two if we're actually going to do it, and if we do it, we'll let you guys know and when to expect the video to be released.
Right.
We're trying really hard to get more videos out there of ADFP for you guys, because we know that a lot of you have been waiting quite a while to get in to see, you know, these you know, investigations and things like that we have been promising, and we will definitely get them out. It's just taken a little bit longer than we initially anticipated. We didn't expect such kickback from places. So we have, I think, we have 3 forests that are public land. So I'm pretty sure that we would probably be able to get on there without any issue at all. Actually, yeah, no, we can. So maybe we can go and do some of those places and get those investigations done while people are waiting for the big one on Halloween. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. What do you think about that? Did I lose you, Madam Rissa? We may have lost Larissa.
You didn't lose me.
Did you mute yourself again?
I was trying to figure out how to do the push to talk thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that I wasn't getting feedback from you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't want to behave. Let me try that again.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? I actually, I'm gonna be right back real quick, guys. I'll be no more than a couple of minutes. So while Madam Rissa works out her mic situation, I'm gonna be right back on us so that you guys don't get bored.
Yep. Okay. saying anything either.
Yeah, I know. Hello guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I just don't like having, what is it, dead air?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but
Makes
yeah, no.
sense.
Yep. So it's you know, we do have quite a few things coming up, and we will be getting those episodes out to you guys as soon as possible. The big one, I know that there's a lot of people that have been waiting to hear about, you know, because I think we've been talking about a big one for quite a while,
Yeah.
at least a couple of months, and we were waiting on the approval from the owners of the property, and we finally got that approval. So,
Yep.
you know, I will be working tirelessly. As soon as we do that investigation, I will start editing, and it will be out on Halloween. I'll probably premiere it at 12 a.m. on Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like the
That
appropriate
makes sense.
time. Yep. So, chances are is I'll either do a live stream for it like we did with Rutland. Obviously you and Avalon are going to be away on vacation, so I will have to do it probably myself, but it's not, I might not do like the big premiere that we did with Rutland. So, and if you guys are interested in the premiere that we did,
If you wait, we'll only be gone a few days.
oh, okay, well, yeah, then I can do that. I could still release it on YouTube, and then
Yeah,
we
you
can
could
do.
you could put up the video, and then like after we come back, we could do the you know, sit and talk about it.
Yeah, and we have we're actually going to be doing that to a lot of our videos. When we come in and we get a video out, normally how it's going to work, for this Halloween one, it's going to be a little different than how we would normally do it, and that's just because it just coincidentally, you know, coincides with when Madame Marissa and Avalon are going to be away. So normally what we want to do is we release the video after we do a premiere live stream of the video. And the reason that we do that is because we love to give you guys our feedback, so that you guys are seeing it for the first time with us. And you know, when we did Rutland, and you should be able to find the Rutland premiere live stream that we did either here on Twitch, or you can find it over at our YouTube channel. And so it's yeah, it's a good time. Me and Rissa, we squeeze into the studio, we pack in like sardines. But yeah, so we will be doing most of the episodes, we will be doing a live premiere, and that's just so that you guys have a place to talk to us one-on-one as we're watching the video together. But it definitely, it's fun.
Guess what?
What?
I said, guess what?
What?
There's going to be a full moon for the fall equinox.
Oh, ooh, maybe we'll have to do something for that. We'll definitely have to do something for that. And if anybody in the chat would like to say anything, please feel free to chat. Would anybody like to do a fall equinox investigation thingy? Whatever it is.
We could totally do something like that. It would be fun. The moon's going to be huge. Like, I can see it out the window right now.
Oh, geez, that's going to be awesome. So, you know what? We'll do something for that, too. So month of October, guys, we're going to be busy, and we're going to be pumping out a lot of different things for you guys. So definitely, you know, keep up. If you guys could, you know, definitely check us out on our Facebook page. I just posted that up in the chat. Also check us out on YouTube, where we put all of ADFP episodes, as well as any of the Spirit Talk episodes that we do every Monday at 5. All the Spirit Talk episodes get uploaded.
Yay.
So, oh, and my camera just froze again. Oh well. So, yeah. So, we wanted to thank you guys for joining us. I'm not gonna fight with the camera. I'm gonna have to have this thing looked at, but thank you guys for joining us. If you could please, yep, definitely. If you guys could please check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/ADF Paranormal. Check us out on YouTube. And if you could also give us comments on some of our videos, like
give
and
us
subscribe
a
to us.
give us a follow.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon, because you know that you'll get any information about new videos that have been uploaded. You know, you guys will get notified for that. So definitely thank you guys for coming. We will see you all next Sunday at 6:30. Bye, guys.
Toodaloo.